Hey there, this is Adam with VNSH. I'm the designer of the VNSH Holster, and I'm here to react to Anthony's video that just came out on YouTube not too long ago. Now, I'm not mad at all that Anthony made that video. In fact, I think it's a great thing for us as well as our customers, because all it's gonna do is force us to make a better product. And I actually believe this is an awesome product. Like, if you were to look at his review, and then you were to look at some of the reviews on our website, you're gonna see that we have a 4.3 star rating with more than 1,100 reviews as of today, where people absolutely love this holster. And they didn't have the same issues that Anthony had, but he still brings up some really good points. So we want to address that. We want to talk about what he came up with as concerns and how we're going to work on that, and actually what we've already done to mitigate a lot of the different things that he's talked about. So currently we have in production a couple different things to help make that holster or this holster better. So his discussion about the thumb strap right here, where this particular seam is hanging up when people go to do the thumb break, that's a super simple solution for us. I know that sounds kind of obvious, but like all we need to do and all we're doing in the factory is just flipping it around so this little seam goes on the inside. So now that loop is going to be on this part of the pistol grip. So no longer is that going to be an issue. Problem solved. So I wanted to mention that. The other thing that he mentioned that's not so simple is that we should flip the Velcro. Now, Anthony did mention that he is at the very end of the belt. So here's what he means by that. When he goes all the way here, he is at the very end of the 48 inches of the belt. So all of this hook side Velcro is rubbing up against his skin. So the first thing I want you to know is we have an extender on our site that adds an additional 20 inches to the belt. So no longer is that an issue. If you are above 68 inches, which is 20 plus 48, then you still might have that scratching. But I did want to let you know the extender is there to solve that problem. And the other thing that you need to know is it's not as simple as switching the Velcro here with a hook as opposed to this loop, because as soon as you do that, it's gonna start clinging to other kinds of materials. So if you're the kind of person who wears some workout pants and workout shirts that are made out of a polyester, if this is switched around, then all of a sudden that's snagging your shirt and that's causing you to print, which is not ideal. So we're working on a solution to make it so that if you're still above 68 inches and don't want to use an extender, then you have an opportunity to still carry. So that's in the works. We're trying to figure out a solution that we believe is going to work for everybody in all camps. And the other thing that he mentioned was the trigger protection. So again, when I designed this around a Glock 19 and a Hellcat. I didn't have the issues that he had where he was able to get into the trigger well with his finger and depress the trigger. But it's a valid concern. Like, why would you want a product that can happen to with other weapons? So what we're doing right now is prototyping a piece of rigid plastic that we can put inside of here. It's a horseshoe piece of plastic that will completely block the trigger well from you ever being able to get anything in there. So that means even if you're taking a screwdriver and driving it in to try and pull that trigger, it's not gonna work. So that's something that we agree with him on. Like, this is not the best trigger protection in the world. It's better than most. It's definitely better than almost all of the other belly bands out there, but we can do better, and we are. We're actually in the factory right now, rapid prototyping to make sure that we have a product that nobody can ever poke holes in and say this isn't gonna work for safety. I mean, at the end of the day, like, yes, we want people carrying comfortably, which is the whole role of VNSH in the holster market, but we wanna make sure that people are safe. We wanna make sure that people who use the VNSH holster never have a reason to not carry it. And since Anthony identified a couple reasons that he's not going to use it, and by the way, we did return all of his money to him with our 60-day money-back guarantee, so I want to let you know that we're always going to stand behind our guarantees, and that's just something we're going to do. And just because he had a problem with it doesn't mean that we don't want him to have his money back. That aside, we're just going to continue to innovate. Like, I've mentioned this before in some of my videos. I'm not a Navy SEAL or something like that. I'm just a regular dude who owns a business and that decided I'm gonna make a holster that lets people who wear gym shorts a lot of the time or who aren't always in tactical gear carrying. I mean, that's what this is about. And so we're just gonna continue to make a better product. I hope you understand that we're not gonna avoid criticism. We're not gonna say that we're something that we're not. We're gonna take it on the chin. We're gonna respond directly to stuff like that. And we're gonna always be there for our customers. And that's that. So thank you, Anthony, for making the video. I hope that you saw that I responded to it. I've responded to a ton of the comments in there. I really want everybody to be happy. And again, like, if you want to take a chance on our holster right now, without all of those improvements being made, you can do so. And we'll still give you the 60-day money-back guarantee that is going to allow you to try this holster out in the comfort of your home or outside or in the mud, doesn't matter, and see if you like it. And if you do, great. You can keep it and you are none the worse for wear. And if you don't, Well, you can send it back and you can wait for the next version to come out. Or you can send it back and wait for the next version after the next version to come out. The fact is, we're going to make the best holster for comfortable carrying in the world. I promise you that. We are going to absolutely dedicate our lives to doing that. And we're going to do that so free men all across the United States who live in a God-fearing country can actually do what they want to do. All right? Thanks, y'all.